Just see where the defense is and throw it. Like that.
There we go, Tua.
Right there. Throw it to the guy wearing the same colored jersey you're wearing. It's that simple.
Eli, I like how Tua turns his back on his play action fakes, right? Under center or in the gun. You turn your back to the defense. The fake is the reason the receiver's going to be open. If you don't turn your back to the defense, these linebackers aren't going to bite. You turn your back, you lose sight downfield, but you know when you pop up, there should be some open lanes to throw the ball into. Good job right there.
You can see that with his feet, Pay. A little play action. He looked for one, not there. Number two, right there. He probably got to a swing route to one of those escort plays to the number three. So he seems to be in rhythm right here. Same thing. Two. Oh no.
He didn't get everything on it. Eli, it's cover
like
two. There's nothing to hold that cornerback. There's nothing in the flat to hold him. When you throw a corner route, you got to have somebody in the flat to hold that cornerback. Otherwise, he's going to sink. He got nothing on that throw. Eli,
yeah.
Mike McDaniel talked about Tua being a point guard, right? Not a shooting guard, right there. You don't have to force those throws. Just take what the defense gives you and be patient. Be the point guard.
It's going to be a two-man route. They're going to do play action right here. All the running backs, tight ends are going to stay in. They're going to try to hit the receiver here in a little in-breaker route. All right, let's run it right here. So here it is, play action. Good. You see the linebacker. Everybody's sucking up, but the safety sitting right here for the in route. So he goes to his number two receiver on the corner route here, but there's no one in the flat right there. So this corner player can just sink and be there. So, you know, Pate, I don't know if right here, you can see right here, no one's in the flat, so this corner player's just looking, nothing's driving him there, so he can sync up with that interception. Pate, was Tua too prepared right here? Was that his fault or was that the defense's fault? It seems like the defense was in the right spot right there. How would you rate that?
Go, sit down. Let's go. Let's watch some Steelers offense, all right? I mean, just look, he's got a running back in the flat. Just if it's not there, just throw it away. Live to play the next play. Sometimes these defenses call the perfect defense. They had you covered. Don't give them more credit than they deserve, right? Just throw it away and live to play the next down. So, yeah, the pattern concept didn't make a ton of sense to me as far as not having somebody out there in the flat. Maybe the running back going the other way, but let's see if the Dolphins can help. Eli, the best thing they've done, the Dolphins, they've played better complementary football. What does that mean, right? Dolphins running the ball more. That keeps the Dolphins defense on the field for less plays. This will be a great time to help out the Dolphins offense after an interception by getting a stop here.
Yeah, no doubt. And Pate, you know, they had a ton of injuries in the beginning of the season. All their defensive backs were on IR. Right there, Pat. I don't think they got that. They got three rookie defensive tackles, kind of defensive ends and defensive tackles that are playing early on. So they had a lot of new pieces to the puzzle right there.
I feel like he was calling chill. I don't know if that meant like let's just chill out, or chill might be the L's might be to go to the left. But I don't really like a play called chill. I don't really think that's a good football play. It didn't work. I know that much.
Are they going for it? Fourth and one here, Pate, at your own 30?
Same thing. Let's listen.
All right, he got that one. He went quick. He went, you know, he's been talking with Rodgers about all the different cadence.
They ran to the right there. They got rid of the chill play. Meanwhile, Rodgers just chills, standing back there in the back. He has not moved in 2 plays. He just stands there, doesn't move. He's like, y'all can have the tush push. I'm over 40. I'm sitting right here. Good move, Aaron. I like that approach.
Pate, last week, Aaron had a bunch of plays, just kind of throwing some go routes to DK Metcalf. He was pressed up, kind of like he is right here. And, you know, they just threw it deep down the field in rhythm. I just don't see the Dolphins giving them those opportunities right now. That's your escort play that they try to do right there. But, you know, I just think that, Miami's going to play off, really try to keep everybody in front of them. Keep these receivers, these big tight ends in front of them. Throwing a 50-50 ball to DK Metcalf isn't really 50-50. He's like 70-30. He's 6'6", 240 pounds. So I expect them to try to make him hold it, get to that second hitch, and make him scramble around.
Yeah, that escort play's not working real good for anybody right now. On film, it looks great. I think both teams studied it. Eli, I talked to Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator, great coach. He and Aaron spent a lot of time together during the week. Aaron comes in on Tuesdays. He has ideas. Arthur kind of tells Aaron the things he's thinking about. They work together and kind of put that game plan in. It's been a good relationship. Arthur was talking about these Monday night games, Eli. Sometimes you can overthink things, right? You have an extra day to think about, oh my gosh, well, what if they blitz on that play? Or what if they play cover two? That's not a good play. I like these plays that go to DK Metcalf, Eli. Those plays work, and I expect Arthur Smith to keep calling plays like that, because that's who Aaron's looking for. That's who he has a lot of confidence in. But it's been a good thing. I think Arthur thought Aaron was coming around April. I know Aaron didn't announce it, but he kind of put this game plan and offensive install in, Eli, with Aaron Rodgers in mind, to give Aaron the ability to audible, to change the routes with hand signals, something Aaron's done his whole career. He didn't have to put all that in June when it became official. I think Arthur felt pretty good that Aaron was coming back in April, so that helped this whole team kind of get on the same page.
Yeah, and I think Miami will try to, hold these disguises and be bold with these disguises as much as possible. They do a good job of kind of lining up everyone in man, a safety down to the right, and you're thinking, hey, this nickel will can't come to the left. No one is behind him. They can't blitz. No, they will blitz him and roll everything and play zones behind it. So some unique coverages, and they do a good job with that. I think the number one thing they got to do is they got to try to make the Steelers one-dimensional, and that's stop the run and kind of make, them just go into a passing game. Sometimes they don't always feel like it's necessarily that they're only calling passes. They think kind of Aaron will get frustrated if they don't run the ball well, and he'll just start throwing those bubbles. He'll kind of start throwing those RPOs when they're calling runs and they're not working. He's getting frustrated.
Frustrated
that
like
run.
that? Was that
yeah,
frustrating?
like that run.
I couldn't tell.
He does not like to run the ball and not get 5 yards a run.
I just mentioned what a great relationship he and Arthur Smith had. Was that not an example of it right there? Or a receiver running the wrong route. I can promise you.
There you go. Hey, that's one way you have a team that disguises and shows a bunch of different looks. A little quick count right there. They get up. You think on little bro hug. I like you, pal. You're the man. You're the man.
Up and down. Ride the wave. Ride the wave.
Yeah,
Eli, the run game, it just hasn't been very good. I think their best run plays are those little short passes on the catch and carry plays. The gate, quick pass to the flat. Don't kind of stay out of those second and 10s and third and 10s if you can. Just don't fight the problem.
Yeah, I think Rodgers has got to like these Steelers receivers. He's got some tall guys. He's got a tight end who's 6'7", 315 pounds. You don't see that. They can go up and make those tough catches for it. Oh, a little no-look pass, Pate.
No-look pass.
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
Some hitting going on out here, Pate.
Another new thing that wasn't in when I was in, so I was playing the no-look pass. I don't know if that really did anything right there. I would always argue that let's just be sure we're 100% accurate on those things.
He's kind of looking inside. Hey, but I think he knew where the defense was, right? He knew there was no flat defender. He knew it wasn't man. So
you think the Steelers are doing everything the opposite of my demonstration? They were watching. They go, watch this. I like it.
I think it's like planes, trains, and automobiles. How do you know where we're going? You're going the wrong way. How does he know where we're going? Come on. You don't know what the defense is doing. Yeah, you don't know where they're supposed to be. James Harrison wasn't supposed to rush there. He dropped out. He caught the interception. Touchdown.
That's what McDaniel wants right there, Eli. That D-line to be disruptive.
Always a staple, so felt good to get that one in.
No, it did. Thank you for avenging my first game against the Dolphins by them beating us, by you beating them in your last game. So, good stuff. Not something that they've ever done as well. They blasted Renegade all week during practice. That's what the Steelers play in the fourth quarter at this stadium to get the home crowd into it. So they're trying to simulate what it was going to be like in this stadium tonight with the temperatures, with the crowd noise. We'll see if those adjustments pay off with a win tonight. But I like the effort. I like doing the little things. I like going out there and practicing at night to get used to the elements. Last time I checked, that weather's pretty good down there in Miami right now, Eli. Not exactly chilly down there in South Beach.
No doubt. Pay, you can see right there, the Dolphins has substituted 4 new people onto the field. 4 guys ran off. Pittsburgh did not substitute. They are not trying to, change personnel for every different personnel that the Dolphins do. They're going to be really specific kind of, if there's 2 receivers or less, they're going to be in one defense on what's happening, seeing the same plays over and over again.
And look, I think if the Steelers do start changing because they're capable of it, Mike McDaniel has what he calls his utility belt. He has answers of run plays and pass plays versus all those different defenses. His quote, he's not Nostradamus, okay? He can't predict what they're going to do. So he's calling plays, oftentimes giving Tua maybe 2 plays in the huddle, Eli. Hey, run this play if they're in the defense I think they're in. If they come out in a different defense, alert it, audible to the second play. So that way, Mike's covered as a play caller, Tua's covered, they have answers. That's a good way to approach a defense that does mix it up from time to time.
Do you own a real utility belt? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Actually, I'm getting one for Christmas.
I cannot see you with a utility belt or ever wearing one. Pate, you think? What do you think the mentality was? Interception. Your coordinator, as Mike wants to call these plays after an interception. Hey, let's get back to running the ball. Kind of get away from some of the play action. They're playing a little bit more shell. I know both coordinators you talked to, offensive coordinators, mentioned the word shell a lot. You left that little nugget in one of your voice memos that you don't think I listened to, but I did. And so they're playing a lot of shell. If they're playing shell, we got to run the ball. Why are we throwing this play action when they're playing soft coverage? Get down. Oh, you can't grab by the neck, can you? Right there, Pate. It's kind of a neck grab there. Can you grab by the neck?
You can.
I don't think so.
You can when you're 5 years old. When you're in the NFL, you can. Tight man-to-man coverage right here, Eli. Nobody really accounting for the quarterback, right? Patrick Queen's kind of playing that robber, but really more reading the quarterback's eyes, trying to maybe get in the way of somebody he's going to throw to. Good time to run the ball if it is man-to-man. Didn't quite get it, huh? I thought he was close.
Did not get it. I thought, yeah, he kind of, it's when you start the slide as a quarterback. It's not kind of where the knee hits. When you start the slide, that's where they mark you down. New rule there.
Challenge? Flag?
Oh.
I think
they're thinking about going for it. No point calling a timeout right there, right? Just take the 5 yards.
5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Once again, I love my father, great dad. Where's the help? Come out there and help your 3-year-old getting kicked in the head. No. I got to keep filming. This might be shown on ESPN2 one night.
Exactly.
Jeez.
He was right. Yeah, he was right. A quick holler and swaller with me and Peyton tonight. You think you can give Peyton any tips on being entertained? Don't do that, Laney.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Hey, I'm gonna get him here in a little bit, but I got to give him some love. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I know you did co-host the CMAs last year with Peyton and Luke Bryan, and Peyton is always trying to sing at these things, and I'll show you an example. Here we go, right here. I mean, Laney, let's see this.
I'll say, like, it didn't sound beautiful, but also, like, it's hard singing like that in front of a lot of folks. So, a 4.
A 4. I'll take that.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I'm happy with that also. Good job. Good job. Peyton, they wanted to get Rodgers into that second hitch, right? That's, they're in play coverage. If you can get him to hitch twice, hey, that means the coverage did their part. Now the defensive line has got to get the pressures. That's when they got a sack, and that's when, as you can see, there's a 2-hitch. Try to scramble to his right, and a good job getting the sack right there.
Laney, I think Aaron had somebody open over the middle. Did you see that? I think he could have thrown that pass. What do you think?
I think he could have, too. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I like this. Duck has been coaching me up. to tell you the truth, like, I mean, I used to be a cheerleader, but I didn't know what was offense, what was defense.
Has to get a sack if they're not blitzing. Good job right there in that last series.
Whoa. You wearing bell bottoms?
Yeah, I mean, Laney Wilson's on. This is her signature look. So this is what we talked about. You said we were wearing you didn't wear bell bottoms?
Oh, no.
Perfect.
Hey, you're bringing them back, baby. You're bringing them back. You look pretty great. I mean.
Yeah, I know. They look good, right? I'll let you borrow them, Laney. I'll send them your way.
They don't look bad. You put the bell in the bottoms. Well, I mean, I'm pretty partial, but I would say I think he's pretty easy to love. I don't know, man. There's just something about Duck Hodges. He seems like every room that I take him into, even it just feels like people just gravitate towards him and wound up to where they wound up. So I'm proud.
Laney, Peyton obviously loves ducks based on every pass that he threw was a duck. But while Duck Hodges got his nickname because he's a champion duck caller. We show a clip here when we can. After this play, we'll show it. But afterwards, Laney, you're kind of an expert in duck calling now. So, Peyton and I might have a few duck calls, and we're going to call some ducks, and you can tell us who's the better duck caller, all right? So let's show the clip
I got
here.
you, and I'll show you mine.
Laney, I did some deep research for this show, and I went back into the archives of Louisiana high school powder puff football to find out that you once scored 5 touchdowns in a powder puff game. And Laney, what did you do to score that much, and have you considered passing any advice?
Brings Minnesota to the edge of the red zone, and McCarthy on the boot, throwing it towards the end zone. Hard held on to Jalen Naylor. In some pain, but he held on for the touchdown. And the athletic training into the red zone, and McCarthy on the boot, throwing it towards the end zone. Hard held on to Jalen Naylor. In some Will Reichert off the extra point. And we're all even at 7. Touchdown.
What he's doing with this offense right now.
Here is that running back inside for the touchdown, Malik Davis. Second on the season, 3rd of his career, and the Cowboys retake the lead.
Mike, Tyler Booker and Terrence Steele on the right side of the Cowboys. They go there.
Aubrey with the extra point. So Dallas down the field, a couple of good games. McCarthy, the keeper, the walk-in. A little gritty on his way to the end zone.
That's a little nasty right there.
Touchdown Vikings.
Add a little fun to your...
Though things haven't gone well during the season, his energy and personality has not changed. Will Reichert adds the extra point. So Justin Jefferson almost had a touchdown. It was caught. Will Reichert the kick. Devontae Turpin going to bring it back for the Cowboys. But Turpin accelerates past the 40 as he's brought down at the 43-yard line. Some pushing and shoving on the sideline. Everybody's get microscope. Will Reichert also has had a very good season for the Vikings. That is his 20 ties in the final 3 weeks.
Maybe one shot in the end zone, but it better be quick.
That's on nothing, was open there. Threw it over Lamb's head. And it'll be a field goal try to the sideline. Turpin out of bounds at the 4. Has short field goal for Aubrey from 26. We round the corner of the holiday season, first night of Hanukkah. Those celebrating, enjoy your holiday. Here is Price on the return. And Miles Price almost accelerates away. Tackle on Aubrey. Fine, Aubrey's got one from 26-37 and makes him this. The extra point is added in Minnesota. Richard Sherman was the analyst. McCarthy to the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Naylor. And the short field with the missed field goal. And Minnesota walks it down. 5 plays, 50.
Advantage of some of those coverages.
Reichert adds the extra point. Minnesota has having a good time tonight for the Cowboys. Can Turpin change it? He's got open space, but there is a flag down as Turpin streaks down the sideline, out of bounds inside the 45. However,
During the return, holding
Receiving team number 29, that's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Sees there, Melissa.
Yes, we've been watching Nate Thomas down here. The athletic training staff was looking at his left shoulder. He's been
Second and 8, here comes the late pressure. Prescott goes to the other side. Good move by Flanoy. A lot of purple shirts come to get him, but Flanoy at the line. Looks like it's a first down. Right, Flanoy. First and 10, Prescott flagged down as he takes off and throws. It's complete to Malik Davis. The flag came down right where the tackle was trying to get one down the field. 42, a lot of pressure coming. It's out quick. It is caught by Lamb. Nice move in the middle to get some extra yardage out of that. CeeDee Lamb has made this 3rd and 7 with that quick little move inside. Dallas may not huddle here, try to get him quick.
Yeah, it's a good option to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb.